Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dungeons and Dainty Butterflies. As always, I am your host, Critty, and I am joined by.
Hello, I'm Jessica and I play Aiden.
I'm Despair, otherwise known as Adrian. It's nice to see y'all again.
I'm Acadius, and I'm playing Jace Thorn.
Malik Blackhammer.
And I'm Daniel. I play Zephyr Martor.
Hell yeah! Holy shit! I'm sorry. I'm trying to comb through these DMs while I while I do this shit. But if y'all remember, the last time that we played, you had been told the story of Odecai, a long-running tradition in Verloria, and from what you can assume, various other cities and towns. A holiday very similar to our own Christmas, where um, gift giving and a fondness for others and an appreciation for what you have is abundant. And it is also accompanied by festivities, some of which you have heard about, maybe some sort of arena. Um, and you all traded gifts with each other. Most of you traded gifts with each other, and were given gifts by some of your friends in Verloria, and that's about where we left off. In the middle of, I believe, freaking who was the last? I think Malik was giving a gift to somebody. We were with Malik and Jace
Oh,
in the last scene,
we're-
I think. Right?
We're in the shop. Jason and I were buying gifts right now.
Yeah, that
We
that
went to
sounds
the,
more
we went to
accurate.
the jewelry shop.
I already
Two,
sent you
Oh
the
right, and
beautiful,
y'all
two beautiful men on horseback rode to the jewelry shop together.
unnecessarily, may I add, but yes, you did take a gorgeous Old Spice ad walk on a horse to the jewelry shop. What would you guys like to do from there? Oh
I already
shit, you
sent you my
DM me
shopping
all
list,
shit.
so
So I guess we don't have anything to roleplay from that. Exactly. Who else was together then? So I know Malik and Jace were together.
Zephyr and
Despair.
Despair.
Zephyr and Despair and Aiden was left behind because he wasn't here last session. I'm sorry.
And Zephyr gave Despair her painting of her at the Fall Cotillion,
Yeah, it
With
was
the
very
inscription around it.
beautiful. Yeah,
which you can't
Despair is very
read.
happy about it. Yep, she can't read it yet, so she has to learn.
Who
Sylvan?
fucking knows Sylvan? Just
Yeah.
me. Who learns that willingly?
Isn't there a learning center called Sylvan? Or am I making that up in my head?
No, you're right. Yeah, that's Sylvan Learning Center.
Okay, sorry, I got distracted.
All
But
good.
so we're gonna move away from Malik and Jace, like I said, and we'll pick up with you guys. What do you guys have planned after you guys have given each other your gifts and such? What do you guys want to pick up?
I want to pick up getting the rest of my clothes today
Oh
because
yeah, you were
and also yeah, and
because
Zephyr
you didn't
has
want
a
people
little.
to buy you clothing for you, I guess. Like some people were planning.
Oh,
And then had
I
to
didn't
rush
know
it,
that.
and then had to rushingly make a painting.
I see.
It's just like
Well,
real Christmas.
Yup. Well, Despair is gonna take Zephyr to the very fancy clothing shop that he had a huge theater performance at. Wink, wink,
Yes.
nudge, nudge.
I will also be popping by a shop to sell my Aquarius bracelet.
Noted.
Okay.
I assume you got my DM for that
Yep.
shit.
500 gold.
Cool. Then we will pick up over at the clothing shop where you can go get the rest of your stuff. Run by the name I'm scrolling up to right now. How I lost this bitch name like 10 million times. But when you walk in, she is it seems to be hiding something as she notices that Despair isn't alone and is instead accompanied by Zephyr, and her and the other two women that you had met before, like, no, put it down, and they kind of like put their hands behind their back innocently. Well, hello, I didn't expect you to be back so soon, and I didn't expect you to bring him with you, but we're all so glad to see both of you.
It's lovely to see you too.
Didn't you ask for Zephyr?
well,
I look quizzically.
No. I didn't ask for Zephyr. I just said, send the whole group our regards, to everybody, not Zephyr specifically. We're not obsessed with Zephyr. I know. But piggybacking off of that, coincidentally, we just happen to have a gift for you, Zephyr.
Oh. And that would be?
Bring it out. And she's kind of like nudging the other two as they kind of go behind the desk and kind of grunt as they bring up this rather large, seemingly like 5 foot by 5 foot portrait that reveals up to you. It's on canvas, and it's just like an old school style portraiture painting of Zephyr with like, your hand on your coat and stuff, looking off in the distance with a regal stare, and it's just this really well done oil painting of you that they bring up. It was no big deal, really. I just had it lying around, and I figured maybe you'd be interested in it,
I'm sorry. I need a refresher on what you just said.
They bring you a big ass oil painting of yourself.
That is pretentious as fuck. I love it.
Yes, and she's just like, I just had it lying around, and I said, oh, Zephyr might want this, I guess, and it's Odecai, so it's not a big deal. Do you love it?
I absolutely love it.
Oh my god, I was scared you weren't going to love it, but like I said, it's not a big deal. Girls, give it to him. And she kind of snaps her fingers as they kind of bring it and set it on the ground for you, and just kind of bow as they back up, going behind the desk again.
As it happens, I have a painting for all of you.
They kind of collectively gasp and put their hands to their chests.
Well, first I have something
Anything.
something I made last night for each of you, and I give each of them. How many are there?
3.
I give each of them a holy water flask. This is crystal clear. This is crystal clear holy water, blessed by Selune. This is for all the help you've been throughout the year to everyone in the town. And this, and I reach into my bag, awkwardly long reach considering the size of the bag, and I pull out the painting of the bathhouse, which was a decent quality. So
Right.
it's not amazing or anything, but it's a decent portrait
it's amazing
of the bathhouse and mint leaves and stuff, steamy room full of tub of clear water and stuff. So yeah, it's interesting. Just not anything made.
I don't even have words. You didn't have to get us anything, let alone such amazing gifts. You're the most generous person to ever exist on the face of this planet.
That's a tad extreme.
No, it's not. And she just kind of accepts it, and they both, or all 3 of them, are like continuously bowing and clutching their bottles of holy water to themselves as they kind of like tug fight over the painting for a moment, but then just kind of compose themselves. Thank you so much. Oh, right. Despair, don't think I forgot about you. I've got the rest of your clothes right here.
Great. That's really lovely. I don't want to get too cold this Odecai.
No, of course, and we've kept that in mind,
Creddy, I count this as you flirting with me.
Oh, it is, dog. This isn't even role play. All right, this shit is straight from my diary.
It will be later.
On God, it will be. Check your DMs. No,
I'm role playing you.
Okay.
Just to make it weird.
As they kind of recede to the back of the desk and can conspicuously continue their fight over your painting, what would you guys like to do next?
I believe I have a gift for them as well, but I just need to check back real quick.
Check back with who?
With the 3 women here.
Oh,
I just don't know if I've
it's
got
easy enough
a
to get their attention. Yes. What can I do for you?
That's the thing. I don't know if I actually gave a gift to them.
Wait. What do you mean? Oh fuck. Let me look. Oh god damn! I forgot how big this list was.
Like 1,000 things.
I don't think so.
Okay, no, I didn't get them anything. So just.
I didn't either. I just pulled that out of my ass, or I guess.
Yeah, I mean they're entirely satisfied with it, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yep, so Despair just takes the clothes and she just immediately puts them on.
Hell
That
yeah.
is a strange sight.
Hella
Yep.
warm now.
Hella warm with these cute boots, these cute fluffy boots with her coat and her, pants. I don't know what kind of pants they are, but I think they're like skin tight, like black pants in my head.
That's what I had assumed kind of myself too. So yeah, you've got your stuff. Where do you guys want to head?
Ooh.
Where do you want to head to, Zephyr?
I'm considering whether or not I should buy some clothes too, but nah, I'll hold off for now. I wanted to buy a bottle of very expensive wine.
Oh shit!
Very expensive.
Like very expensive to the point where it's super strong.
Not strong, just
Aw.
rare. And I need to talk to Aiden.
All right. Well, I need to give Aiden his gift, so I will come
Perfect.
with.
That'll be excellent. We'll head off
Okay.
to meet up with Aiden.
Hey Aiden,
Yep.
where the hell are you?
I have no freaking clue.
Still in bed.
Probably right.
I was up all
I
night.
don't.
It's probably
Aiden
really
doesn't
early.
do. Aiden doesn't do holidays. There's too much. Oh, really? Sorry. Yeah, Aiden has. It's too much. There's too much family involved and too much, friendship, and he's like, no, doesn't want anything to do with it.
Fair enough. So you're probably penned up back at the inn, possibly still sleeping, possibly just now waking up with a coffee or something.
Yeah, probably. I opened the freaking door.
Aiden,
Aiden!
I need to
Despair
ask you
just
something.
says. Wait,
Yes, hi.
bef-
What?
Before the question, Aiden, I have a gift for you. And she smiles happily.
Oh.
She
He's unsure. He's like, oh god, I didn't get her anything. What do I do?
Despair goes into her massive Santa sack, which she's been carrying
I
around
forgot about that.
for a while, and she ruffles through it, and then she gets out this little jewelry box along with the letter, and she gives them both to Aiden, and the letter says, whenever you open it, thank you for protecting me and being a good friend, Aiden. I know we haven't known each other for long, but I hope we grow even closer.
Okay. Aiden's gonna take. He's gonna take the two items. He won't read the letter just yet, but good to know for when he does. And he'll just sort of inspect it, I guess.
So inside the actual box itself is a necklace and a bracelet, which is what Despair would assume that you would like when it comes to gems and colors and stuff. So Despair would assume green, or possibly maybe the colors of your eyes.
So platinum kind of idea. Okay.
Yeah, I assume platinum.
All right. Aiden is just gonna stare at it for a moment and say awkwardly as fuck, thank you.
It's no problem.
It's nice. I'm just gonna set it down here, and he'll put it down on the desk, and just awkwardly stand there. Is there anything else you two want?
Zephyr has a question, and she just kind of, steps
Before
back.
I do anything in character, I'm just gonna go ahead and sing, it's despair, she is not that strange. She waxes all her naughty bits, but hides gifts in her veins. I'm sorry, we needed some cheerful music. My God.
Critty, you need to give him inspiration for that.
Fuck it.
I'm cool with it if you are, but
Oh goddamn, yeah, take the
okay. Sorry. I had to do that. Anyway, sorry, I turn to Aiden, then look at Despair, and I say, can we talk in private?
Yeah. I'll just be heading out then. I need to give more gifts to people. And she kind of scuttles off.
I pull you into the room and close the door, and I ask you, do you know what Dugar likes to drink?
Would I know that, Gertie?
Fuck yeah. He's a Scotchman.
Okay. He prefers hard scotch, things like that. Why?
Good. That's all I need. Thank you. And I started bolting at the door.
I grab you as fast as I can.
Dexterity check?
Dexterity?
Do it.
I'm
Let me
poking
see
it.
Where's the bot channel? Oh, there it is.
It's in that thing that says bot channel.
Let's do versus. Dexterity versus checks.
Oh, that's definitely going to be worse for me.
Or fucking what else? No, I guess, yeah, dexterity is the most applicable thing, I would think.
Roll
Is it a saving throw?
20.
I'm doing versus.
Just dexterity? Or athletic?
Yeah.
Or would this be
Oh, you
acrobatics?
can do athletics, Jesus Christ. Athletics, because you're
10!
running away.
Woo!
You're about to get yeeted.
Either way.
Oh, just beat me!
11.
Just beat me!
Very slightly yoked.
Yup.
You just get me by the collar.
I bring you back inside. Close the door.
But
What are you doing?
I'm buying a gift.
For Dugar.
Huh?
What are you planning?
Nothing.
I would like to know, just so in case you know, if it has to deal with anything with the group, or...
It will not lead back to any of you at all, in any way, shape, or form.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I'm just gonna insight. Can I insight check this?
Yeah.
18.
You sense some deviousness behind it, but I am speaking the truth.
Alright. I'll let you go. And I'll be like, make sure it doesn't harm the group.
Sure thing.
Or Richard.
I would never dream of harming your brother. And I start booking out of the door again.
Alright.
I'm going to find the most expensive bottle of scotch I can find.
I will just go downstairs and eat, because apparently I just got up.
Despair is just gonna be just heading out the door, and Aiden, when you walk down, most likely you can see Persephone with a gift, which is a dress. So there's that.
Okay.
And then Despair is just gone. She's just
Two
I'll live
nyons.
one night!
Okay, everybody ran away. Aiden's just gonna be like, alright. And he's gonna sit down and eat. That's it.
Gotcha.
Scrooge McAiden.
Yeah,
Doesn't really work.
Aiden is not a happy
Doesn't really
camper.
work, does it?
Okay then. So fucking Zephyr, kid flashed his way out the door. Where are you headed?
I'm going to go to a liquor shop.
Oh,
and-
I'm dumb. I was typing to you about that. Despair.
Oh,
Where did
okay.
you go?
I'm gonna go to the bathhouse.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And let me keep tabs on. So provided both Malik and Jace are able to buy those things, where you guys want to head after that?
Probably back to the inn to try to find everybody.
Alright, Jace, I've got all my stuff. Are we heading back to the inn?
Agreed. Yes.
I've got like a crate with a blanket on it. You're gonna love what I got you, Jace. You're gonna love it.
A crate with a blanket. Nice.
I've
Sounds
incurred some
great gift
debts,
wrapping.
but hopefully that paycheck from Dugar will hit or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to leave town. Who knows? Who knows?
There's a lot of ifs there.
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, kind of afraid for my life, to be honest, but who knows? We'll be fine.
I think you'll be alright.
I think so too. Somebody following us? No, okay. Never mind. Let's head back to the inn.
Alright. Well, we go back to the inn.
The only person that you see there is 8, and he is, I assume, still chilling, eating some snacks in the lobby at the end.
Aiden, my good friend, I've got you something. Here you go. I reach into my crate and I kind of rustle around. I'm like, all right, hold on. I kind of put my head under the blanket and I'm like, all right, here we go. And I pull out a little pouch, a little pouch. Here you go. It has like a little eye on it with a line through it. There you go. The guy told me what it was, but I kind of forget. So I think there might be a manual or something in there. Have fun. Knock yourself out. All right. Tell me if you like it. Do you like it? Do you like it?
Aiden is like very confused because he doesn't know this guy very well. So he's like, thank you. Your name was again.
Not like Blackhammer. Everybody was buying gifts, so I just bought you a gift. Here you go.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
Dust of something. Dust of something. Dust of dis something. I don't know. I can't put two and two together.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I'll pick it up. Can I understand what it is, or
This dust of disappearance. This nigga just retarded. Malik just like doesn't remember.
okay? I'll
But
just
yes,
sort of.
you are able to quickly recognize it as dust of disappearing.
Oh.
Ooh, that's
Oh, okay.
I've got some
This
great
is-
gifts. I'm not gonna count.
That's really cool.
cool.
It's a
That's
interesting.
a common magic item. It's very cool. Still
While we're
pricey.
here, Jace, I've got you a gift, and I kind of reach in there, and then with a great flourish, I pull out a cape, which is billowing on its own.
Oh my god, I know what this is!
And then I wrap it around. Here you go, Jace. And I put it around his neck, and it continues to billow with no
It's
wind.
perfect for him! It's a cloak of billowing!
Exactly. I put a lot of thought into these gifts.
Holy cow.
There you
Now,
go. Cloak
now I
of
feel bad for
something
the shitty gifts
for
I
you.
got.
You
You
use a
look
bonus
great.
action to make it billow
Oh my god.
dramatically.
You look great. I used my bonus action to make it billow for him. But there you go. You look fantastic. You look great.
I must
I
see a
kind of
mirror.
want it.
And I run,
But
I
it's
like
a gift.
run in Aiden's room and find a mirror.
Fuck, I should have gotten him a full
I guess there would be a mirror in there somewhere.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, this
Oh
is
boy,
amazing.
you guys. Oh, Zephyr, you're gonna love your gift. Zephyr, you're gonna love your gift. Matter of
Aiden
fact,
will.
you might have to throw some ass towards Malik for this gift.
Aiden will follow Jason, sort of lean against the door. If you want to keep that mirror, go right ahead. Think of it as my gift to you.
Oh, well, how thoughtful. I do like looking at myself. As I'm
for
still
sure.
Please
looking
tell
at
me
it.
he picks up the mirror and takes it
I'm
while
going to.
still looking at himself.
But Jace actually does pull out a small little lockbox from his backpack, and he sets it down on the table next to the mirror. And he says, "Well, I know you like to snag things and hide things, so I thought maybe here's a box."
Oh, thank you. In his head, he's like, "Why is everybody giving me boxes?"
Need more space for those the
All
stolen
the
items.
space.
Ah, a
Alright.
box. You can put the thing I gave you for inside of the box. You can put that pouch that I gave you inside of the box.
Hell yeah.
Aiden will
Yes.
watch the two very excited men
High
and
five.
Yeah, we
Jace.
high five.
and put the bag in the box and close the box and then just sort of hold it up for their amusement.
Yes.
Hey, have you seen Zephyr in Despair? I have also gifts for them.
Well, Malik.
I would have arrived by now with a big bottle of scotch in my hand.
Zephyr, hello. I give him a hearty clap on the back as I do to him often.
I do not appreciate it any more than I usually do.
Zephyr, here you go, buddy. I pull out a jug from my box and I kind of push it against his chest. There you go. It's a jug.
Oh, lovely.
No, but it's special. Read the manual. I forget what it was already.
I look into it, sniff it, and say mayonnaise.
It's an alchemy jug. It creates. Hold on, I gotta look up the thing again.
No, I
Basically,
know how it works.
He knows.
All right, great. Yeah,
Honest to
I'll-
God,
That's
could
actually a
be
really
like-
nice gift.
You could be like, "Oh, I found a toenail." I'd be like, "Oh, the toenail of holding." That's actually one of them. And this nigga would know. I promise you.
He's going to look at it, look back at you, and say, "This is a spectacular gift."
I know. I found it underneath an actual jar of mayonnaise. It was a hard decision, but I guess I was thinking about mayonnaise when I picked it up, and that's why it's full of mayonnaise.
I was wondering why it smelled like mayonnaise.
Can I have some of that mayonnaise?
I offer him some mayonnaise.
I kind of dip my finger in it, and I take way too much
Ah.
out, and I suck it on.
Oh, it's
Aiden is
lukewarm.
making a very
Mayonnaise.
disgusted face.
Ah.
Feel free to change that liquid anytime. Is mayonnaise a liquid?
It
Mayonnaise an instrument.
technically
Alright,
is
disregard that last part.
Well, Jace will pull out of a bottle of whiskey and hand it to Malik and say, well, you might want to wash it down with this.
Ah, yes. I think I'll save it for later. I've had enough puking. But I appreciate it very much. I give him another hearty clap on the back. And then I tuck it into my pants where it awkwardly bulges.
for an unconvincing bulge. Oh, that's awesome. This alchemy will actually be a tremendous help.
Critty, we can RP out the gift giving from despair to everyone because I don't really want to like take up everyone's time with
That's
that.
fair.
So I'm just gonna say that after despair gives everyone their gifts, and if she ever gets any gifts, she gets back like right now. So she's pretty fast.
Despair! Hello! Magnificent clothing,
Hi.
magnificent clothing.
I
kinda,
thank you.
I kind of slap her beefy shoulder as I do to everybody. Here you go.
And-
I got you something as well. I pull out a helmet, and I'll let you decide what it looks like. Here you go. It's called, this one I remember, the Dread Helm. I believe it makes
Dread
your
Helm.
eyes glow red when you have it on. It looks pretty sick. I'll let you pick the design or whatever you want. You can be whatever you want.
Yeah, okay. And she just nods, and she just thinks in her head, eyes. Because she only has one eye!
I was gonna say.
Oh.
Wow,
Well, I kind of realizes this. He's like eyes, and then he looks like, oh boy.
No, he doesn't,
and then
he
just
doesn't,
turns her up.
actually know that she
Doesn't
has
say
only one
anything.
eye.
Yeah, you can't.
Her
see
hair
this.
covers it.
Oh. Ooh,
Yeah, but
okay.
she only has
Oh,
one
yeah,
eye.
we're just gonna
He
have a-
doesn't know.
Regardless, it'll make 2 red glowing dots where your eyes would be. So there you go.
Yep. So what is it called?
The Dread Helm. You can look it up. It's an actual item. I forget all of. I think it literally just makes your eyes glow red while you wear it.
I don't even think it's real, dog. I think it's all some like homebrew shit. But
No, it's on D&D. I got it off D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond has homebrew stuff too.
yeah,
Oh,
I think it's.
but I wasn't in the
I don't give
homebrew
a fuck.
area.
Eat my dick, but it doesn't really matter. It's like it's not.
No,
like,
it
monster
actually is a
stuff.
legitimate item. It's from
Is it?
Xanathar's Guide from everything. For
Yeah.
everything.
I have not read that
Yeah,
yet.
Exactly.
Damn.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Exactly.
On to eat my dick then. I apologize.
There, I sent it in general.
Uneaten.
On eat. All right.
I'll leave it for everybody else.
So everyone's together now, right?
Yep. I still got a few gifts to give.
I'm
you?
currently writing out a note and
Yeah.
pasting to the bottom of the bottle.
I sent you.
To people in the party or to
Yeah,
shit,
people.
hold on.
No, only people. I only bought for people in the party and then one other person. So.
Okay, cool. Alright,
But
you
yeah,
keep going.
since Despair's here and Zephyr's here, Jace will walk over and he'll pull out a. He'll go over to Despair first and he'll say, I got you something, and it's called Rosetta Stone Sylvan. No, I'm just kidding. But
I was like, is that real too? What the
no, it's
fuck?
not. But no, he pulls out a really nice fancy pink scarf,
Aww.
and he says,
And Despair is like,
"Okay."
Despair takes it happily, and she just has this cute smile on her face.
Yeah, he says, I know you don't wear much clothing, but this is simple.
Oh, I like it a lot. And she takes Hope and she wraps the scarf around Hope.
So, oh, Chase, you got me an owl bear blanket. How nice of you.
Yes.
And then she hugs Hope and the scarf as well.
And then Zephyr, and he pulls out this nice leather-bound journal with your name etched into the front of it, and he hands that over to you.
I take graciously.
It's just a blank journal, but I figured you like to read and write stuff. Maybe you could use this.
I hold it like a schoolgirl with my eyes batting at him. Like to my chest, like, I'll treasure it always. I'll endow it with my scent.
Oh,
Did
well,
your
I
clothing
apologize.
toenails are sweating?
I apologize. It might smell like me. I had to keep it in my vest for a little bit.
Do the swoon thing.
All right, that's it though. And then just the last one that I DM'd you, but that's for somebody else. So.
Yeah, saw that. Oh no, you forgot Malik, dog.
No, I gave him the whiskey bottle.
Oh, you gave me. Okay. I'm tripping.
Who gave me the whiskey bottle?
I gave you the
Hey.
whiskey bottle.
Hey, thank you, Jace. How did I
Okay.
forget that already? I'm concerned.
Hey, Zephyr.
I did
yes.
too.
Is that alcohol strong? And she just like looks into his eyes.
I look at it and I say, honestly, I couldn't say.
Could I have some?
Unfortunately, it's a gift.
Why can it be a gift for me? No, just kidding. She's.
I will be happy to buy you more alcohol later tonight, but it's a bit early, don't you think?
Yeah. And plus, there is a drinking
I'm just kidding,
contest
that's
for
good
the
question.
Odecai.
Yes, exactly. There's a drinking contest we still have to look forward to. If we beat it, I'll buy it for you.
All right. And she just nods happily, and she's just like, "Well, I think is everyone ready for the events?" And she just looks at everyone like excitedly.
The challenge, yes.
I
The
do
challenge.
have one thing I'd like to give Aiden here.
I haven't said any. You haven't done anything yet, so I won't say anything yet.
I hand you, and I know this is gonna piss somebody off in the comments, I'm sure, but I'm going to hand you my hair cream of persuasion.
Hair cream?
It's the stuff that Gideon gave me.
I don't know anything about
It
this.
gives you a +5 to charisma. And you put it on. So I hand it to you and I say, you deal with people that need more convincing than I do. I'd like you to have this. If you use it, it should give you an edge in the conversation.
I'll hold it in my hand. You said hair cream,
Hair
right?
cream. I've separated it into 3 vials. This is 1 vial, 1 use.
Okay. Thank you.
Put it in your hair and it'll make you a bit more charming for a while.
I'll kind of look over at the Sperry. He's like, he's not just saying that my hair looks bad, is it?
No, it's not. Your hair
It
looks
will
amazing.
give you a magical benefit.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
it's a
give you
magical
anything
benefit.
that was just mundane.
Yeah, I mean, I literally saw him get the hair cream, so
Just don't tell Gideon I gave you some.
yeah, he'll get angry.
This was too wonderful to keep to myself.
As you guys are speaking, you hear like a loud knock at the door, and you look over at the door frame, and it's kind of Gordwin, just like sort of leaning his way in. Hey, you guys are gonna be late.
Oh, you mean for the events?
Yeah, you're drinking today, aren't you?
Yes,
Oh
indeed.
yeah.
Is it that time already?
Well, it's that time already, and I'm afraid I may have made a bit of a critical mistake.
What? What is it?
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, right? I'm just gonna give it to you straight. But allow me first to beat around the bush a little bit. How are you all today?
That's antithetical to the whole concept.
I'm
great.
really good today.
Excellent. Well, now that we've got, the semantics out of the way, I may have hyped you guys up a little bit too much as the greatest drinkers in the town, and the actual proven 5-time winners, greatest drinkers of the town are a bit miffed at me and you, and want to drink you under the table, and I may have created a little bit too much hype around the town. And now everybody everybody's expecting you guys to drink the fuck out of them, and I may be partially responsible.
I don't
Well,
feel
I
like
guess we'll
drinking
just have to
today.
win.
What
I
you
am
saying, Zephyr?
ready.
I
am
missed that
ready
part.
to beat everyone in town.
I said I suppose we'll just have to win then.
I suppose so, but I'm not gonna lie. It's the Tankard family, and they're well known for being, I mean, just absolute drunken degenerates. I mean, just
Sounds like
embarrassing.
we'll get along.
Fair enough. But they're kind of waiting for you up at the stand. Follow me.
Can we
Right.
have to fight later?
I can sober us up. It's okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Alright.
Don't worry about it.
I don't feel much like drinking, but I'll think
Don't
about
worry
it.
about it.
All you need to do is just stand near us, and you can give us your inspiring courage, aka
Talk and walk. Talk and walk.
aka your aura of protection, granting charisma modifier to all saving throws.
Oh,
That is true,
shit.
That is true.
Okay, talk and walk. Let's go. Let's go. And he's kind of like waving you out the door.
Despair follows him, and to Gordwin's surprise, she is clothed. Wow.
Yes.
Hey, Despair.
Yeah.
I've never said this to anybody before in my whole life, but I can't see your titties right now, and that's quite nice. You know? That's a nice change of pace, you know. I've never seen that before. I'm interested.
That's quite.
Are they not good enough for you?
No. I'm not saying that they're plenty good enough. You know, I've just never seen them covered up before. You know.
Aiden will pat his back and just sort of turn him around. Don't worry about it. Just playing with you. Let's go.
Okay, yeah, right, back on the path, and he just kind of points forward, and
Yeah.
you notice after a little bit that he's leading you guys into the Therum district and into the town hall. And as you walk in, you immediately see a massive crowd, and kind of reasonably small stands have been set up, like bleachers essentially around the entire auditorium-like area of the city hall that you had been in before. You know, this is the room that seemed to serve as a courtroom before, a ballroom. You know, it serves whatever purpose. And at this point, it is set up with a bunch of bleachers facing this center stage in the middle that has a stand set up with kegs just absolutely piled on either side, stacked up in a pyramid, and a table that has two sides to it, and three stools on each side. And on three of the stools, on the side opposite to you guys currently, is three seemingly human, but just like horribly ugly. Uh, I mean, as Gordon put it, just degenerate drunkards sitting up at the
Jesus
stool.
Christ, what even is that? Zephyr, are you seeing this? Malik exclaims very loudly. Everybody in earshot.
I say, yes.
My God, look at them.
They are
Look at
really
that.
like they've got brazy, like pock-marked faces. You know, there's three of them, but there's about four eyes among the whole group. You know, blinked. Either they're just blink closed really tight or completely missing. You can't really tell. You know, their faces are completely contorted. And
My
from
God,
what you can hear
my
of their,
feeling hands could fix that?
I do
Wow.
have a question though, Critty.
yes,
Is Dugar here? I need to know.
Yeah, I
yes,
would
he
like
is.
to know if the- Oh.
Ah.
Oh shit! I'm super
how
excited.
soon-
I have
Is
a
he
good plan.
in eyesight?
I have a. So where's Dugar right now?
So, if you remember, whether the room is set up as a ballroom, courtroom, whatever it is, the two thrones always stand in the same place in the room. And that's the only area of the room where bleachers are not. It has the king and his throne, the queen and her throne, and as you've seen before, the princess sitting kind of on the floor on some sort of mat below with her legs to the side. And up there in his own chair, you know, it's nothing special. He doesn't have a throne of his own, but like up on that same podium with them is Dugar, kind of sitting with his chin in his hands. He's kind of playing with it, anxiously waiting as he's noticed your arrival.
Okay, I have one question, Critty.
Yes.
How close is Dugar to the actual drinking contest place itself, where like everyone is sitting for the drinking contest?
Not like brazy close. Maybe you know, like fucking I'm not good at distances. Like 20, 30 feet away. Like 30 feet
All
away.
right,
A
cool.
distance.
Okay.
I would also like to know how many people can enter this drinking competition at a time.
You have yet to figure that out yet.
Okay.
But as you guys are kind of led immediately up to like the center stage, as like you said, people are already cheering. You can hear your names like. You guys don't have a collective group name, but every once in a while, each one of you hears your name at least once being chanted in the crowd, or at least talked about, as Gordon kind of leads you up to your chairs, or he leads you up to the center podium as he kind of turns to you. All right, so only 3 of you can go at once. As you can see, they've got only 3 in their family already sitting up there, but you guys have got quite a sizable group, so you're gonna have to make some decisions here. I personally, right, I have no stake in this, but I personally vote for Despair. And like I said, I don't have money on it, but please put Despair up there and take this very seriously.
This man definitely has money on it.
I have money on it. I have a lot of money.
Gordwin.
Yes.
Take this 50 gold bet on us.
Yes.
For me.
Of course. Noted.
I don't think you bet for yourself, but if you can, I will anyway.
No, yeah,
I don't think I have any money that I can bet on myself.
Neither do I. I was about to put my pants up for bids until he handed me this 50.
Wait,
so,
I can do that?
Yes, give me your pants. I'll put it up.
All right.
I turn
I'm
to
not
the
going
group.
to.
I turn to the group and I say, "Who wants to go up?" I'd like to go up because I can give you advantage.
I'd like to go up myself.
You are the best drinker of all of us, for sure.
So I do have one question, Critty.
Is somebody in a car right now? I just heard that like noise when the car door opens. You know?
No. So I do have one more question. I'm sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions,
No,
Critty.
no.
How strong are the drinks here? Because
we're in the higher end of town, so you can bet pretty potent.
Yeah, I mean it is a drinking competition.
Exactly.
People seem very serious about it, and that your opponents seem to be, drinkers. So you can assume pretty strong, but you don't really know.
Okay. Well, my last question. Is there a seat where I could directly see Dugar?
Yeah, you guys are actually facing.
Oh!
I immediately cast. Well, first of all, I need to know who's being in the competition. I'm definitely going up.
Aiden would like to go.
If you'd like to go and Malik would like to go, I can sit out.
I don't know. I don't feel like drinking, but the only reason I would go is aura of protection, so I'll just try to be within 10 feet.
Well,
that's just you can cheer us on from like right next to us.
Well, so both of us have aura of protection, but unfortunately it's only going to grant the higher bonus to everybody else. So what's your charisma modifier?
+3.
Okay, question before you finish that.
Yes.
Does this spell have a visual somatic? Fuck off. God damn it.
It's
an aura.
It is an
it's
aura.
A range of 10.
Yeah, range of 10 feet. And my charisma mod is a 4. So if I at least go up there and sit down, the person sitting to my left and my right will have a +4 bonus to their Constitution saving throws.
+4, completely fair and excellent strategic thinking. However, eat my ass, right?
I would like to
needs to come up with Despair.
I would like to pull Jason Despair into the other room.
Okay.
Really quickly and cast Enhance Ability to give us.
No, eat my dick.
Sorry, dude. Well, I'm gonna take what bonuses I can. You guys get Bear's Endurance, 2d6 temporary hit points, and you get advantage on Constitution checks.
Doesn't seem right,
Not saving throws, but check.
Well, that's not gonna help us then.
Not really, but if you want to like get ahead of them and just be like, "Watch me drink," you can just start taking them. Those would be checks, not necessarily throws.
Hey,
just an idea.
I have to AFK for like 2 minutes. Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah, totally.
I'm sorry.
DM,
like
dude.
pause for like 20 minutes.
Pause the thing. I'll be right back for like 2 minutes. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Cool.
So who's going?
Oh yeah, Enhance Ability actually probably wouldn't be the best situation.
So, guys,
who's going up?
Okay,
who has the highest con?
I feel like I have the highest con, but I have an idea. If Despair fails her Constitution check, she is going to projectile vomit on Dugar.
Okay, interesting idea.
30 feet away?
That's a hell of a That's a hell of a projectile vomit. Can
That
you
sounds
not
like
antagonize?
a Constitution check then.
Yeah.
Get that bear's endurance on a projectile vomit.
So Despair's gonna act like she's like she can't control it and she just vomits on Dugar.
Can you not antagonize the man that holds our balls in a vice?
Oh, it would be so much fun though.
Oh, it would. Don't get me wrong, and I would appreciate it. But I have business with him later.
Also, isn't he on a podium? He's actually up higher.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it'll work.
He might be out of the splash zone.
Out of splash.
Damn it. Okay, well, I guess my idea's at the window.
Okay, but who? I'm still confused. Despair is definitely going up. Who else is going up?
I am happy
Jace?
to.
Well, so this is the only thing that we need to confirm with Critty is where, because everybody else is sitting on bleachers. If the bleachers are more than 10 feet away from the table, which I imagine they are, either Malik or I should be sitting up there, not to win, but just to provide an extra +4 bonus.
Yeah.
I'll sit up there. I'm not gonna drink. So if you drink with them, you can get the bonus in.
I have a question.
Plus, can't we stand behind you guys and hype you up? I'm sure.
Is this stuff poison?
It depends on how the DM interprets it. So far,
I wouldn't push for it.
Well, no, so far he has, because we've used my 10 wounds to negate intoxication.
That's true. Good point. Given that, would protection from poison help us?
Most likely, because I actually have a feeling
it's
as
not
a player.
Technically poison, though. It's kind of iffy, that one.
But
Does
the
that mean
thing
I
is,
can
I
use,
have,
like, lay on
okay.
hands?
Yes,
I
yes, you
no.
can.
Can you? Okay, so my kind of thoughts as a player is that Dugar has poisoned our drinks.
Yeah, that was my immediate assumption.
Yeah.
But I have no guarantee. Also, why would he poison us?
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
he
well,
would.
he's trying to get me to work for him.
He's an opportunist, not an idiot.
Yo, wow, he's not poison. I'll fourth wall break for that one. He's not
I was just thinking, like, yesterday I prepared this because I wanted to make sure that if somebody else in the competition tried to poison us, we wouldn't have to worry about it.
Right.
Anyway, I cast protection from poison on Aiden, Despair, and I.
No problem. Just keep track of these cheats you guys are using. And
this isn't a cheat. This is a preventative measure.
So, Critty,
okay.
Yes.
The other question that we had before we decide who is actually doing this, are they going to force the rest of us to stand on the bleachers, or are we allowed to stand behind them and be encouraging, like, yeah, you got this, blah blah blah?
From what you understand, you can be nearby.
Okay, so then that means that we don't need to. So whoever wants to drink can just drink, and then Malik and I can just stand behind everybody, cheer you on, and grant everybody a +4 to their con saves.
Say, could I touch your shoulders and use my healing hands?
Is this effect, however, magical?
It is not.
Fuck off.
Let me give you the actual wording for it. It's the exact same as the paladins. It's just aura of protection. It should be a supernatural.
Oh yeah, that's not technically magic. That's more like a holy ability.
Yeah. Starting
hard
at
to
6th
describe.
level, your ability to rapidly coordinate those around you in response to hostile.
So that's just straight up you being encouraging.
Yeah. Whenever you
Okay,
or a
that's
friendly
whatever.
creature within 10 feet make a saving throw, the creature gains a bonus to that saving throw equal to your charisma modifier. You must be conscious to grant the bonus.
All right, no problem.
If you get knocked out, that problem solved for Critty.
Yes.
I was gonna do a thing where I had. Never mind. You're fine. Fuck it. I'll work.
Anyway,
I'll
I've got
roll with it.
protection from poison on Despair.
Whoa! Wait! What does protection from poison do exactly?
It does not help with Constitution saving throws. It just keeps anyone who is Mickey Finned our drinks to not have an effect on us.
Wait, but that's like the whole point.
Actual poison.
Not.
It does not do anything.
We're worried about actually
okay.
being poisoned.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay,
This is
I was
in
gonna
case
say.
somebody tries to Mickey our drinks.
Gotcha.
The drinks itself would still not be affected.
Okay, I'm fine with that then.
I wouldn't ruin the gameplay like that.
I was gonna say I cast protection from drunkenness. Eat it.
Not a
That's
thing.
a completely different thing.
Whole different concept. There is a thing called the drunkards amulet which like heals you when you drink alcohol. It's pretty fucking hilarious.
Okay. Are you guys ready and going to sit at the table now?
Yes, I sit
Yes.
down with my gusto that I only emphasize
you,
on important occasions.
As you sit down and you admire or look at, I should say, the family across from the table, it's each of them. It seems like they're arranged by size. The first one is abnormally tall for a human, and seemingly the ugliest. Oh shit! Oh well, I guess he's not drinking, so it's not a big deal.
Actually, fuck it, I'm good.
Okay. Anyway, the tallest one, sitting all the way on the right, seems to be the ugliest of them. His mouth is like curved inward. It seems like he doesn't really have
Jesus Christ.
any teeth left except for one that you see sticking out from like the side of his mouth. That's just an abhorrent angle. Both of his eyes are pretty much squinted shut, and you can't tell if he has either one or, you know, even one of them. And the next one is shorter than him, pretty average size for a human. He has like cauliflower ear. He had a mad underbite. You know, his two bottom teeth sticking out like fucking SpongeBob or some shit. And then the other one, incredibly short for a human size, is to the left of him. And that one, the shortest one, addresses you first. Oh, so you think you can outdrink us? Is that it? Yep.
Oh, save us.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Why wouldn't I? I haven't gotten drunk much.
You've never
So-
gone to drunk, have you? This is the wrong competition, then.
Alright,
You
alright,
should have
that's
seen how much
enough.
I
That's
vomited
enough.
3 weeks ago.
That's enough out of you. Like,
Let's just get this show on the road, boys.
Hey,
I
you
start
got to wait a
tapping
minute.
my empty mug.
it's Dugat. Dugat! I like start waving. Dugat, it's me.
Hey,
Matt.
hey, focus on the competition.
I'm not drinking, dipshit.
Oh, well, focus on your team. You're gonna need to give them as much luck as they
God,
can.
We want
Focus
booze.
on,
We want
focus on
booze.
your hygiene.
Aiden is just sitting there with his arms crossed, waiting for drinks to be handed out to him.
Before the drinks are handed out, is everybody ready? And he kind of looks at the crew that is setting up the drinks, and they kind of nod. And as he clears his throat, the entire room goes silent for a moment, as if they know it's coming. And starting off this little chant is the middle-sized one. Drink, 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 drank, 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 drunk, 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 drunk last night, drunk the night before. I'm gonna get drunk tonight like I've never been drunk before. For when I'm drunk, I'm as happy as can be. For I'm a member of the Tankard family, and the Tankard family is the best family that ever took come from the old country. There's the Highland tanks to the Lowland tanks. The Verlorian tanks and the goddamn tanks singing glorious, glorious. Just one keg of beer for the four of us. Praise be the God that there ain't no more of us, cause just one of us could drink it all alone. And with that,
Like,
I'm
hold on,
surprised you made a freaking song. Wow.
Well done. Well
Like-
done.
with that, the entire crowd like erupts in absolute cheers. It seems to be some sort of tradition every single year. You know, we've never lost once. You better get your tails ready.
Well, there's always time for a first.
The biggest one that has barely spoken a word so far just kind of grumbles at you.
Please tell me
As-
he's saying.
The first, tell me he's what? Sane?
He's saying. Tell me he was one of the ones singing.
Oh no, I don't even know. Honestly, I bounce from voices too much. It was supposed to be the middle one and the smallest one. But anyway, after that mild chuckle, 3 shot glasses are put in front of each one of you, with some sort of clear liquor. You can only assume by smell. I mean, you can't really assume just by smell or look what exactly it is poured. So each one of you has 3 shot glasses in front of you, and I will need. I'm gonna go one by one. So it's like you're going against the person across from you with the table, right? And it's gonna be basically a best out of 3. So whichever team has the most victors. And the way we're gonna do this is 3 rolls, competing rolls, one against the other, and whoever has the best out of 3 in those rolls is going to stay conscious, and the one who loses is the one who's going to like either vomit, pass out, something or other, depending on how poor the roll is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So who is sitting at the leftmost in front of the shortest one?
I probably would be the one going against this one.
So you think you can drink, do you?
Aiden's not gonna say anything. He's just gonna stare at him.
How courteous of you to keep a deaf one in your crew! And they all kind of laugh, and the crowd pity laughs along with him. Let's do this! As he takes the first shot.
Okay, what am I rolling here?
Competing D20 Constitution.
You get to add
Checks.
4 to it from the aura.
Okay,
So whatever your normal con save is, add 4.
I have none.
All right, well it's 4 now.
6, cool.
Oh my gosh.
So, with this first shot, he like tilts his head back and holds the drink like as far as he can above his head. And the middle one grabs it and raises it even further, and the one on the end raises it way far above his head and just dumps it down his throat as he just kind of leans back in his tail. Delicious! As you take yours in and are pretty noticeably affected from it. Whatever you're drinking is hella strong, and you were not expecting that.
I'm coughing.
Yeah, you're coughing at this point. And it seems like he comes out on top for the first drink. As he kind of, with his pinky finger and one of the only fingers he has left on that hand, his thumb, picks it up and gets ready. Are you ready for the next one, sweet cheeks?
I'm gonna just flip him off. I'm still coughing.
As you do, he just kind of and takes the next sip.
Oh my
I'm gonna
goodness.
use lucky.
Why?
gonna-
Why?
I'm-
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why we wanted you in this game. There you go.
13.
13, okay. Oh shit, my dice fell off the table. Hold on.
Actually, should I use another lucky, guys?
I think
No,
you can
take
only
it.
use 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
roll.
As it turns out, you don't have to right now. As
Oh.
you both kind of tilt back for this one. As he kind of takes it, it seems like it goes down the wrong pipe or something. As he's kind of confidently smiling at you as he pours it down until he just. That one doesn't count.
I think it counts.
As you're kind of braced up from the last one, you're able to get this one down reasonably smooth. Although you do still feel that sting as it goes down your throat. And people, the crowd is kind of clapping at this point. They're not in an all-out cheer. They're just kind of observing closely as we move on to the third drink. All right, the last drink then.
19.
Oh, shit. As you both tilt back, with no theatrics this time, just looking each other dead in the eyes, tilting your heads back and quickly taking down the shot. He kind of looks at you, looks like he's holding in a little bit of pain. He's holding in that sour taste of the liquor as he just kind of, oh, Jesus Christ, when he just vomits. Like, he just tries to turn his head at the last second.
Oh, Jesus
That didn't
Christ.
count! That didn't count! My God!
Well,
And they're just kind of patting him on the back, like comfortingly, but they look pretty pissed off as you did
Aiden.
win the first round.
Aiden has a smirk on his face when he's just sort of playing with the shot glass. He's
Congratulations, you've beaten a 6-year-old.
He's not
Take
6.
that.
He's
He's
hella
just small.
old. He
Take
just
that,
happened.
ugly. Malik yells from behind Aiden.
What did he call me? I had my baddie facing him.
I think he called you.
Oh, fuck you. I don't
Not
know.
very smart, are you? And I'm gonna put down the glass
It
upside
looks-
down.
It looks like singing songs is your strong suit.
Singing songs and drinking. Those are the two things that we do best. And that's not going to change anytime soon. The middle one kind of glares at you.
Well, you're already one down, so
I feel bad for
He
your
was the
prospects.
pipsqueak he always was. He's quite a drinker, but we're not used to such competition, I guess.
Oh, now you're against the Zephyrophagus.
What the hell did this man just say? I know I've got one bad ear, but that didn't sound like a word to me. Regardless. Wait, so Zephyr, you're in front of the medium-sized gentleman?
put the spare up against the big guy. That's just
Oh, hell fucking yeah!
I
Let's-
look at the shot. I look at the server and I say, "I'm sorry. Can you top that up? It's not enough."
In fact,
can't get
do the
anywhere with
same for me, please. And he kind of tops it off. All right then, blonde one. Let's do this.
20.
Fuck off. All right, hold on. Oh shit. As you guys lock eyes and just kind of down the first one, he has a confident look to him as he's leaning over on one arm and kind of takes it down without any issue whatsoever. As you take yours down really well as well, you let out kind of like a just a mild cough, and the crowd doesn't really, it doesn't elicit a major reaction from the crowd, as you both kind of held the liquor down reasonably well, but he did edge you out just a tiny bit,
Damn.
unfortunately.
I slammed the next shot.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna use inspiration
Okay.
to give myself an advantage on that. That's still the same. Motherfucker. What a waste of inspiration.
I know, unfortunate.
Okay. With this second one, his buddies are kind of like, yeah, you got this! Tapping him on the back as he takes the next one down right after you. It kind of looks like he's holding on a little bit with a little bit of a stink face on, a little warhead face for a moment, as he kind of lets out a big, Jesus Christ. It hit me a little wrong. Hit me a little wrong.
Jesus Christ.
I can't help it. It's just my pejor. It's just what I say. All right, just replace it with another god. I don't give a fuck. But yes, you beat him pretty handily on that one.
Nice.
All right. That gets you cooking.
No!
That's when you need the inspiration.
Oh, shit.
Do it, pump! And the big one kind of slams his fist on the table as hard as he can. It kind of knocks the shot glass into the air, staggering amount, as the other one, the medium-sized one, kind of ducks under it and lets the shot glass fall into his mouth as he takes the shot in with no issue. And he just spits out the shot glass and takes it down. Nice try, Blondie.
God damn.
I'm dozing.
All right. It's your turn, Pump. Well, that was the third one, right? Am I tripping?
That was the third one. I failed.
Yes. The second round goes to the Tankard family as we move on to the large one, as he kind of cracks his neck for a moment, and he seems to go to crack his knuckles, but when it gets to his pinky, he seems to break it a little bit as it just kind of flops down.
Despair cracks her neck as well, like she's just like, buddy, I'm gonna drink you under the fucking table.
In response, he kind of leans down, and his jaw falls really low. He just has this slack jaw look to him as a little bit of drool falls out of his mouth as he just exhales. And you just smell pure alcohol, and he says nothing else.
Despair doesn't even get phased by the alcohol.
First drink.
Okay. 27!
Jesus Christ.
27. Holy shit.
I don't want to play anymore.
Makes a paladin look bad.
Ah, shit. He takes the first one in and pours it up his nose. And like, no, you idiot! And he pours it up his nose and just... it just sneezes all the alcohol out on the first one.
Oh, that looks painful.
And he's just kind of groaning and crying a little bit as he holds his eye. All right, that's all right, buddy. That's all right. We practiced that many, many times. That's okay.
Despair just gives them this grin as she just feels fucking nothing from that.
Second drink.
Oh, okay. Oof.
It's not bad. 13 is not that bad. That bad.
That's a 3 for her.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. What the hell? Regardless, as you paying this drink down, you don't show any visible wear on your face, but this one hurts a little bit, stings your throat on its way down, as they're kind of like whispering in his ear, come on, buddy, do like he taught you. Come on, do the trick. That always gets him going. He kind of grabs the shot glass with his massive hand and puts the entire thing in his mouth and just starts crunching on it.
Jesus.
As he swallows it down, the crowd kind of goes wild for him. As they're like, yeah, there you go, buddy, there you go. One more drink. As it is down to the wire. Next drink wins. Let's see the roll, Despair.
It's I think yes!
25.
Holy shit. For drama purposes, I'm going to do this roll in the chat, I think. As it is like the last.
That's fair.
I don't even think a natural 20 would be able to get.
Natural 20
that.
would automatically succeed, even if it's lower.
All right. As you take down the final drink with little to no issue, they're like, "Come on, buddy, come on." As he kind of picks up his shot glass, and far more normally than before, just takes the shot glass down.
Wow.
Oh my god!
Good God.
Oh, why'd you say it? Damn it!
Well, okay, DM.
Oh,
This is kind of what I wanted. However, so Despair is going to act like she can't control her vomit. And what she's going to
no.
Huh?
do
Well, goodbye contracts.
it depends. She just kinda
She aims.
everything just comes out. Literally everything she has ever drank in this entire campaign
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure that violates
spurted
some
out
laws
her
of biology.
yeah, everything just spurts out her mouth
It's gonna be the town joke.
towards Dugar.
Oh shit!
She
Turn
doesn't
your head.
she doesn't mean to. No, this is why I asked where
He's pretty
her
goddamn
positioning
far. He's like
was.
20, 30 feet away, like I said.
Run.
I know,
Athletics check.
but
Something
Sure,
to
why not?
make him reach that damn far. Let's see some throat athletics. Let's see that athletics check.
Some
okay.
throat athletics. That doesn't sound. That sounds
Athletics.
dirty.
Whoa.
Hey,
Hey, Jace, you want to go somewhere and do some throat athletics?
Jace just looks at Zephyr. He's like, I do like athletics.
Okay,
Oh.
so Despair kind of doesn't mean to do this, so she's kind of like she
Just
she
luck.
just can't control herself. It's just luck. 22.
Oh my god. That's a high roll.
Like her eyes just her eye just bulges, and she's just like, ah, and she
Critty.
fucking does it.
Critty, it's pretty much the
towards
video I put in
Dugar.
general.
Oh god.
Jeez, yeah.
Okay,
I
so
love that movie.
for believability purposes, here's what happened. After he takes down the final drink, and you look sick to your stomach, your head hits the table, and he looks completely unfazed. And it's pretty clear to everybody who the victor is. As everyone kind of begins to cheer, they lift his arms up as he's just kind of staring forward with a blank stare and drool pooling out of his mouth. Even Dugar kind of stands up out of his chair, slow clapping on his way there
Oh god.
to congratulate the victors. All right, I must say I am quite impressed. And as he is about
no.
10 feet or so away,
Oh no.
you stand up,
Do I throw my shield to try to block it?
seeming like you were headed for like a door or somewhere better to vomit, or at least making it seem that way. You just like explode vomit in front of like the three people there, going right past them and spraying the shit out of Dugar's. He's like, "Oh, what the hell?" putting his hands up and immediately stepping out of the way and just going back to the chair like, "Jesus Christ!" and walking to the back, dropping his composure for the first time you've ever seen. What the
And you have some cleaning abilities, right?
Aiden is putting.
And notably, the large gentleman in front of you has not moved an inch as he took the brunt of the vomit. It's just kind of not sure what's going on.
Aiden is putting he's putting a hand up and like laughing behind his hand quietly.
Zephyr is mollified.
As is
Despair
crowd,
looks sick
actually.
as hell, but she it looked like she didn't mean to do it.
Malik leans over to Jason and goes, "Holy shit, we're gonna be the laughing stock of the town."
Unholy vomit, actually, but
I would say, fuck it. Am I gonna do this? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be mean. I'm gonna see a deception check to see how well you hid the fact that that was a mistake.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, well, that's perfectly fine by me because that's
Don't
a
say that.
0.
Don't say that.
Yeah, here comes the natural 1.
Oh boy.
Hi, Degar,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
that
vomit.
Hold on, please, dice gods, dice
Dice
gods.
gods. I'm
Don't
actually
fuck
boy.
us on this.
Aiden
God.
needs this.
Oh no,
So
I am
wait,
about to
Jace,
puke.
Jace,
You were worried
I have
about
a
me
question.
threatening your brother.
What?
Jace, I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay. Does your aura of
No.
protection also include?
No.
No.
Sorry, I knew where that
Oh,
was going, but I figured I'd let you
Wait,
try.
wait,
It's only
but
saving throws.
Zephyr's enhanceability.
No, I didn't use it.
That
Oh,
would
you
have been.
didn't. Never mind.
Oh boy, I need
I
for
will-
that
hold
20
on.
here.
Think it was
I
gonna
will
I
be
need
pause,
actually that
pause,
fucking
pause.
20 here.
Pause.
Pause.
I will say, purely because of the levity of this situation, I will also allow an attempt from somebody to stop this from happening.
All right,
Wait, stopping to
Dugar
vomit?
is like my boss, so it
Yeah,
would
an
make sense
athletics
for me
check
to try.
to like stifle this vomit. I've never.
Aiden.
I don't even know
Aiden's
how
not
to.
doing it.
Jace isn't stopping it.
I rolled a 12, so I'm
I-
definitely not gonna stop it.
I will attempt to use command on despair and say turn.
Great.
What kind of roll is that?
That's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, it's a
Which is a
14.
saving throw, so add my +4 to that.
Oh,
Yes!
Oh,
Damn it!
oh, oh,
Damn it.
natural one. There you
I
are.
wanted Dugar to get
I
this
mean,
to
okay,
roll.
I
but
say turn.
And I turn, and I like.
You turn
that,
towards
I'm glad-
Zephyr.
Wait, what did she vomit on us?
Turned towards us.
You're sitting next to her.
I did say turn. I didn't say which
Wait,
direction.
Wait, pause. Didn't she roll a natural 1? So it. Oh no, she failed it. So
She
it.
failed it, yeah.
Okay.
She
okay,
failed
okay.
my wisdom saving throw.
So turn towards Zephyr and give him the vomit then.
Yeah, I did say turn. I didn't say where, so I'll take it.
Oh, I'm behind you. Aiden's gonna jump out of the way.
I see it happening, and I yell turn.
Aiden's jumping out of the way. Aiden jumps
And I
17.
turn, and like, I'm just like, huh? Oh.
Oh God.
Aiden jumps
Okay.
to 17. Oh god.
Now, as I repaint this horrific situation in the way that we've
Jesus.
you do in fact stop her in time with like you kind of process what's going on and just as a last ditch effort just put your hand up and cast your spell and just say turn as at the last minute she does.
Desperately.
And as she vomits all over you, Dugar is walking over like, well, I am quite okay, and he puts his finger up and like puts his foot in the air and cartoonishly spins the other direction and just walks back to the chair. Like, that is none of my business. As you are entirely covered in vomit. As I will mention, that vomit was intended to reach about 10 feet. So
Sticky.
Did
It was the
Aiden get
drug
out
I
of the
gave
way?
you, which was soap water.
You got out of the way, I'm sure.
Yeah, Aiden's okay? Alright.
I'm
Yeah,
exhausted
so-
and I'm covered in vomit.
Despair looks to Zephyr. She just has this look of like, I am so fucking sorry.
He has chills up his arms, like both for that was really close and oh my god. He's stunned.
And I don't want to be the one to
disturbed.
say it, bro. I don't want to be the one to say it, but your glove is just soaked. Like your glove is soaked in vomit.
We're gonna have
Please
to
tell me
take
you
it
got
in
it
them
out of the
sleep
bag.
right now. But
Bag of holding.
Jace, I need your healing, please. And she just looks over to him like she's just staggering because she's so fucking sick.
Well, I will. Well, actually, that depends. So, DM, how long is it going to be before we get to the tournament? That's just later today, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm gonna look at Despair, and I'm just gonna like tap you on the shoulder, and I'm just gonna say, you're gonna have to walk this one off.
You touch her. Oh, wait, no, okay. She was
I'm
not
not
the one
using
covered in vomit.
I'm not using 10 wounds on Despair.
I
Why?
turned to. Guess it costs points, man.
Yeah, it costs points out of my. It costs
But
points
I
out of my
know,
pool.
I know.
It's not a cantrip.
I
I
know,
turned-
but it's like I want to fight in the tournament.
You
Well,
can.
you will.
Yeah, you
I
can.
turned to. I
You can
turned
sober up
to.
by then.
I turned to Aiden and I asked, "Do you mind?"
It's gonna be during the night. You assume it's gonna be closer to nighttime. You're
Aiden,
gonna have some time to sober up before then, and you are Despair or Greya after all. And
Yeah. So
sobered up from much worse. So I
just
wouldn't worry too much.
yeah. Okay. So sorry, Aiden.
oh no worries. Oh, I'm just replying to Zephyr. He's just kind of chuckling at him and slowly, very slowly, using prestidigitation to clean him off.
Oh, Despair just stops Aiden. She's just like, you know what? Let's just go to Nims.
That might be
bath.
fast.
A bath would be great for Zephyr right now. And
I
just,
am burning these clothes.
I'm
I
very
walk out
sorry.
stoggily to the street, still carrying that bottle, by the way,
Yeah,
which
so
I assume is
Despair.
now entirely covered in Despair's vomit.
I can clean that off.
Please.
Aiden
Yeah,
will clean
so-
that off.
Despair is going to just walk with Zephyr, and she looks at him very apologetically. She's just like, "I am so sorry. I just felt this odd urge to turn, and I just turned towards you." Like she says this outside of the actual ballroom itself.
I had it coming.
What?
Aiden's still laughing.
I'm like shakily sloshing the crap off of me as I soggily walk out through the street to get to the bathhouse as quickly as possible.
Jace goes too. A bath sounds nice.
I had it coming.
So are we all going to
Okay.
Dim's bathhouse then?
Yeah.
I will note on your way there, you got hella eyes on you, and they're not necessarily positive this time.
I'm gonna walk a little bit behind the
Aiden,
a little bit.
Aiden is just laughing as he continues going. He's no longer trying to hide it. He is laughing.
I'm covered in puke. I'm just embarrassed.
Jace,
Despair is actually very angry at herself that she actually faltered for this, and she's just like, "I'm gonna have to drink more, and I'm gonna have to train. I am going to do this."
Jace will like kind of pat Zephyr on one of the dried spots, and he just he just says like, "Look, if it helps, I could help wash it off once we're in the bathhouse."
The slightest gleam from his eyes as he hears this, while he is still revolted.
I've cleaned much worse out of much tighter of spots, I'm sure.
Jesus Christ. Zephyr looks up and says, "Oh, Selune, you've brought me a friend in my hour of need."
As you guys finally talking and walking arrive at Nim's bathhouse, you see she is somewhat busy. More people in there than is typical, as you know, the crowd in the area is just bigger due to the holiday. Okay. As you arrive at Nim's, it is quite busy due to the holiday, and she's kind of running back and forth, looking down at her book. As she kind of glances up for a moment. Hello, it's been a long time since Gee, is this? And she just kind of immediately puts her face in her hand. It is not the first time you've come here covered in vomit, but I don't even have words for this.
This is my fault, and she just has this sort of very embarrassed grin, and she's just like, "Although Nim, I got you a gift, so I hope that's enough to, forgive me."
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Is very sweet of you, Despair. Happy Odecai. You can leave it over by the podium. I'll pick it up later. That is a free room. Only one is open right now, unless you want to wait for separate rooms. But it is quite big enough for all of you. I just don't know if you're comfortable
Yeah.
with that.
I mean,
fight together, we
all bathed together
Yes,
last time,
we
don't you
do.
remember?
Yes, of course. give me those disgusting clothes, and please go to the room and give me your disgusting clothes as fast as you can.
Burn
I will
them.
take care of them post haste. I'll do just a step below burning them. Don't worry. And I'll pick up
I
Vicky
reach
on my
into
way there too. Again, very generous of you, Despair.
I reach into my bag and I pull out my cloister robe that I have not worn in ages, and I say, "I have a replacement. Just burn them."
Okay, I
I need a
can't
new
say that
clothing
I have any qualms about that. Just go bathe as fast as you can. It's
I
5
go
rooms
and
down,
dive
to
into the waters.
Despair also goes in because I assume she has a bit of vomit on her face and chin. So she's just gonna
Probably.
go in with him.
Jace just goes because Jace likes bathing.
Are there tiles in this bathhouse?
Yes, sir.
And soap.
Wood
Okay, Malik
rocks?
takes his armor off and strips down, lathers up, and then slides across the floor on his
Oh my god, that's amazing.
A risky business.
Whee! Right into the water.
Zephyr went from hell to heaven.
Athletics check, please, Malik.
Okay.
Oh no! Please,
Oh, you're gonna
please
like
nat
break your
20
nose.
this.
I lathered up first. Do I get advantage for that?
If anything, it'd be disadvantage.
No, I made
But-
myself soapy, so I was slide.
It's slippery. No, ice physics and straight roll. Straight rolls.
Is this a check or a
Athletics.
save?
Check.
Yay!
Yeah, risky business. You do that shit with no problem.
I
Right into the
glisten
water.
when my skin glistens as I slip across the floor.
Zephyr is
Right into the water.
staring happily.
You hit a
Aiden,
Oh
pretty
my
impressive
blonde
moonwalk
beauties.
on your way. My blonde beauties.
I've still got my
Um,
warhammer. I'm naked, but I still have my warhammer.
Yeah. So Despair, now naked, is just gonna like see Aiden, and she's just gonna fuck with him, and she's just gonna hug him.
Aiden's like, whoa, okay, this is happening.
she is drunk as hell, so she's just like,
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Aiden,
Would-
I can't believe you won in that round, man.
Would Aiden be drunk at this point, even though he?
You passed the constitution checks.
You passed yours. I would say not really. Maybe
Tipsy, you know.
a tiny bit buzzed, but you're chilling. Just
Okay.
as a quick note, I will mention not only do you guys have a room big enough for all of you, you seem to be put in one of the more community baths. It's closer to a pool than it is a bath. It's like a
Cool.
far bigger room.
I'll swim across.
I'm still enjoying the freshly cleaned booties.
As you
Aiden
are
is-
enjoying those freshly cleaned booties, you do hear coming close, and it's an. Are you guys ready? Do you have your clothes?
Oh yeah, my clothes are just in here. You could just get them, Nim.
Okay. And she just kind of politely comes in and grabs all the
Jace, did
clothes.
you wash my back?
If you
I
if
must
you
watch
don't
Zephyr
mind-
first.
I got to let you know that is,
Ah.
I believe, another family or group coming in here pretty soon.
I don't care.
I don't
But-
think they'll enjoy the vomit.
Oh, I'm sure that'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be
Oh
fine.
no!
Oh,
I knew
God,
it!
no.
I knew it!
I don't
knew
want to be
it!
naked in front of these
Despair
assholes.
stops.
Wait,
and
let's
she's just
fight
like,
them.
Nim, wash the clothes quickly. I'll give you more gold.
Oh, okay. Don't worry. I'll be back post haste, but there is a lot to clean.
You uglies don't get in here till I'm done.
What did he say? Turn my ear.
You uglies don't. Are you actually having trouble? Are you asking like rhetorically or? Never mind. I said you uglies can't come in here until I'm done.
It's not the uglies. We are the Tinker family.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. I'm about done anyway. I climb out of the water.
No. There's enough room for all of us. Don't stop with that silliness. Sit down.
No.
Get out of the
Thank you.
room. And she actually looks kind of like shocked and actually scared.
What's wrong with that?
You guys
She's
take that?
naked in front of all of them.
Wait, I'm like astounded. You guys actually take baths.
Not typically, but when there's vomit on me, I don't like to keep it there for
I mean,
way
I can
too long.
see at least an inch of grime and dirt
Ah.
on your skin.
I know. I'm just as mad as you are. I've been building up that inch for a very long time.
You know, I
Aiden
was
is,
hungry before
That
this,
is
and now
disgusting. Jace, you think we can take him?
Jesus Christ!
Are we gonna have another battle?
another brawl.
Take us! You know we don't just drink, you know. I can scrap me one. Isn't
I
that
want
right,
a
Bob?
naked brawl right now, boys. I want a
My
naked
voice
brawl.
begins to boom 3 times as loud. My eyes flash red, and the door to the bath slams open and closed, and I yell, "Everybody out!"
What the hell was that? Where was that
Okay,
from?
well.
Turn me the other way. I didn't get it. Matter of fact,
I need privacy.
Can that be an intimidation check for Zephyr?
yeah, that's fine.
Awesome. I do
Alright.
not have a very good.
Is that on everybody or the uglies? Because I want to fight the uglies.
It's on the uglies.
Oh.
Before he screams that, as you were
19.
having. Oh my
Shit.
God. Before he screams that, as they were having the altercation with Malik, he's like, "Oh, you think you can scrap? Do you? Get him, pump!" And he taps the biggest one, and he just kind of drools a little bit more fervently, and he just goes, "Oh, he's cooking something up. Give him a minute."
I want to kick him in the balls.
What? Pump?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Spoiling for a fight on Odecai. Jesus Christ.
Is that a strength check?
It's an attack.
Don't
roll.
worry. You're gonna
it's
intimidate them after this. It's not gonna. You're good.
Okay.
But you can do it.
Unarmed attack. Oh boy, I do like no damage on that.
As you pull back with all of your might, and you just absolutely rail him right between the legs. You just hear as he kind of looks to the right, completely opposite of your direction, and he just kind of smacks from the next. Yeah. If you want more of that, you can find us back in the Durham district. 216. As they kind of just turn out of the room and just leave.
216.
I turn around slowly, like rotating on my heels, still naked. Did you guys see that?
Yes, I did,
What was
and I'm
that?
just glad that they're fucking gone. And she just goes back to bathing and hugging Aiden happily.
Aiden has his hand still over his eyes. He didn't see any of this. He was just like, I don't want to see anybody naked. At the same time, with his other hand, he is covering his crotch.
I still have thaumaturgy active, so I just yell, "They were really gross!"
Shut up, Zephyr!
Despair, she's like, she hugs his face to her chest. She's just like, those guys are so scary.
Can't
I'm ready
breathe.
for that fight.
Despair, can't breathe.
I just want to point out, as you guys are shit talking them, the medium-sized one walks back in from like, "Sorry, Pump forgot his finger," and he just picks up a finger off of the ground, and he leaves.
What the fuck?
Wait, that's my spoil of war for kicking him in the nuts. Give it to me.
Fuck it. He'll get another one. And he tosses you.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. Hey, Zephyr, will you put this in your bag of holding and I like whiz it at him?
No!
I just like whip it at him and it falls into the water. I'm like, oh, you dropped it. Come on.
I can't help it, it's slippery!
And she just looks at Malik and she's just like, pick that up.
I can't see it. It's in the water. The water's soaking.
I'm standing uncomfortably naked and I get out of the bath.
She goes over to Malik and she dunks his face in the water.
No way. Roll for that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Jesus.
She will,
That's in the bath.
she will happily roll.
Am I doing a strength
Opposed
save?
athletics.
Opposed athletic.
So roll an athletics check.
Did you miss this, audience? Did you miss our bathroom antics?
I know.
It has been a while.
It has been a while. 20 episodes almost. 18, I believe.
12 for Malik and 21 for Despair.
That's my roll from kicking him in the nuts. I haven't rolled yet.
Oh.
Oh, I've messed up
It's
my
roll 1d20.
16.
Yep, she just dunks his face in the water and she's just like, find it!
Oh, how am I supposed to find it? It's in the water.
And then she just dunks him in.
This is not helping me find it.
What do you see under there? I mean, it's pretty bubbly. It's, you don't have goggles or anything. It's pretty difficult to see. Roll me a fucking investigation check. Figure it.
You got a nat
Why
one to grab
why
somebody's
did we
dick.
do opposed athletics? I wasn't doing anything athletic. I was trying to.
You're
break
trying to
her
dodge,
shit.
man.
I'm never gonna find it. I have terrible.
There's-
Can Aiden look for it?
Jesus Christ! It's a finger.
You can
Why are
look
you
for the
guys
finger.
looking for the finger so fervorously?
I don't know.
18.
There, Aiden finds it.
Despair is drunk as fuck.
As
Aiden.
as Malik raises his head from the water, unsuccessful, Aiden dips in heroically, and he finds that fucking finger.
He's gonna use mage. He's gonna use mage hand because he doesn't want to touch it, and he's gonna hover it out of the water and toss it to the side. There you go.
Quest complete. You guys found the finger.
Jesus Christ! I make my escape out of the.
Yeah,
And Aiden's getting
yeah,
out.
I'm going to. I'm done.
I'm in
I
my
leave as
cloister
well.
robes.
Very angry. Alignment on the verge of shifting.
Jesus
Oh my god.
So let's leave the bathhouse, go back to the inn to get ready, and then.
All right.
Okay.
I stop by a clothing shop on the way and get some nice new duds. Spend the whole 10 gold on it.
Easy enough to do.
Oh, I guess I lost that 50, eh?
For what?
For betting on us.
Oh, wait. Oh shit! I didn't even think about that. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Despair also give. Well, if Zephyr has no money, she'll give him some
No,
money.
I have tons of money.
Yeah, easy enough to pick that up on your way back to the inn.
DM. I also want to swing as the group is going back. I want to swing through the jeweler's shop again to pick up the last thing that Jace ordered.
No problemo.
Assuming that they'd be done by this point now.
Yeah, they would be.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, no big time. Yeah, they're done with that shit. All right, noted.
Sweet. So
Any other last minute things, or are we gonna end it here, folks?
I will do one really quick thing. I will drop off that present for Dugar with the note under it.
Oh shit, who are you gonna leave it with?
I'll just head back to the inn really quick, just make a run, and or I'll pay somebody to send it to Dugar. I'll drop 5 gold and say take this to Dugar Mark.
Okay, noted. Interesting. All right, everybody.
Zephyr, is it poisoned yet?
It's not poisoned at all. I don't know why you would assume that.
Intrigue that we will discover next time on Dungeons and Drunkenness. Thank you for watching.
Bye for now, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us.
She's kind of.
You're getting quiet, man.
Fuck!
Hi.
Did I improve it?
Yes.
Yes, you did. Deep throat the mic, but not too.
Just be normal.
Is that better? Did I get it?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yes.